the Andrew Christopher Show. With Andrew Christopher, your host. It's the Andrew Christopher Show. But really we call it the AC Show. Yeah, we really call it the AC Show. Really call it the AC Show. It's the AC Show.
It's the AC Show with AC, your host. Check it out.
Good morning, Cultus Lake. Or good morning wherever you are. Or good afternoon. Or good evening. A very special edition of the Andrew Christopher Show, also known as the AC Show. I'm in Cultus Lake, family vacation, and I am on a rooftop patio staring out over the crystal clear waters of Cultus Lake with my coffee, with half a doobie on the table in front of me, which I may or may not have partaken in this morning. It's Sunday morning. I'm in a rush to get this one out. Like I said, we're on vacation, so it's probably going to be a quick one. But what an awesome place. My buddy Dan let us come stay at his house, and him and his family packed up and moved up the block into their friend's house. So that was pretty nice. And then I found out his wife just had surgery on her knee, and we literally kicked her out of her house 2 days later. So I feel kind of bad about that. But thank you, Dan and Andrea, for opening up your home to our family. We're going to really enjoy it. Last night we went to the adventure park with the kids, Giggle Ridge, and they were riding all the rides, and I went down the big roller coaster with them. It was pretty sweet, actually. They pack a lot of stuff into that small area, and it was pretty busy. Obviously, Labor Day weekend, a popular time to one last hurrah before the kids go back to school, and I am particularly stoked this year for back to school. I think this is the first time I've been overjoyed that the kids are going back to school. Last year it was Haven's first year because she was in kindergarten. But this year now I'm like, okay, now she can go back to school. So last year I was kind of excited for her first year of school, but I didn't really know what it was like having her out of the house. And now that it's going to be her and Jaden out of the house, and I've had that time, I'm like, okay, I'm ready for that time again. And I know Jamie is too, but we'll have Ledger at home, so it'll be nice. It'll even create more time for us to just enjoy him. Oh man, the sun's just breaking through the clouds. I'm laying back on this couch on the patio. This is the life. I think I'm in a pod like this for the rest of the season. I'll just come out here Sunday mornings and relax, puff on that half a doobie. I didn't actually because I didn't have a lighter up here. But yeah, anyway, back to school coming up. So we're up here just like everyone else, having one last hurrah with the kids, and it's going to be good. We're going to spend the day on the lake, hopefully catch a ride on some boats. We'll go to the end of the dock and stick our thumb out and see who picks us up. Kids are going to go bike riding all over the place. It's such a nice, quiet neighborhood. Like there's a lot of houses they packed in here now, but the streets are still quiet because they don't let the public really come down here, especially to park or anything. They police it pretty well. So yeah, it's nice. They're going to head out on their bikes. I think tomorrow on Monday we're going to do the water slides before we head home. Cultus Lake water slides, incredible. Then it'll be back to school for them and a bit more freedom for moms and dads out there. And I think it'll help. I'm most excited to get back into a bit of a workout routine. Now that the kids go back to school, they're out of your hair. I can kind of go off and do my thing, come home, watch Ledger. Jamie can go off and do her thing because I know she wants to start getting more active. She's feeling up to it now. And that's one of the big things I'm excited about. Let's get back into a regular schedule of life. And then maybe I won't leave these podcasts until the last possible couple hours on a Sunday morning when I'm supposed to be on vacation. But that's how much I love you guys and appreciate you. Got up nice and early to set up on top of the house here and get you a quality podcast for your listening pleasure tomorrow when you're stuck in traffic trying to drive home from the Okanagan or from Cultus Lake like us, or Whistler maybe, or out on Vancouver Island, or halfway across the world. I don't know. I think I've got a couple listeners in Australia, a couple in England. I was checking my stats, and I think it was like Saudi Arabia was lit up for like one download or something. So I don't know if it was one of my friends traveling or if someone randomly found me there. But thanks to all my Saudi fans out there. I appreciate your listening. Yeah, and if you guys want to check out another stellar podcast, if you're all caught up on the AC show, make sure you're subscribed and downloading Between Sets, which I do with my drummer, Dylan Waitman. We go out in our car in between sets at our gigs that we play, and we set up a little microphone, and we just shoot the shit, talk about interesting things that have happened at our gigs, or just, kind of random life talk. He's a pretty funny guy, so they're usually pretty entertaining as well, and just kind of short, quick hit ones, about 10 minutes or 15 minutes maybe at most. But yeah, there you go, another good podcast. Subscribe to if you need some listening for that drive, and I'm not looking forward to it. I know the real like super back roads though from Cultus all the way to White Rock or whatever, so I think we'll be okay. But I guess we'll see how many other people know these shortcuts. My buddy Dan will probably be tagging along behind us, trying to follow me, because Dan and his lovely wife Kim and their beautiful family are up in Cultus Lake as well, but they're on the wrong end of the lake. They're all the way at Lindell Beach. So Jamie says we're going to go say hi at least, but I don't really want to make the drive. I mean, I love them, but they should come out here. And Jamie had the idea. She said, well, what if I paddleboard over there? And I was like, well, first of all, you don't really paddleboard. I know you can do it, but maybe in like 100-meter stints you can do it when you're trying to go, I don't even know. Well, how long is Cultus Lake? I'm going to take a random guess and say it is 8 kilometers long. And someone could fact check that and maybe send me a message and let me know how close I was. But it would not be fun. It would be fun if you're a paddleboarder. I know there's people who do it, but babe, I don't know if you have it in you. I love you, but that's a pretty lofty goal for your entrance into exercising. But anyway, drinking my coffee today. If you haven't noticed, I didn't have much planned for this podcast. Like I said, I was trying to be on vacation, and I was lucky enough I got to go golfing yesterday morning. And then on the golf course, I was like, fuck, I did not do a podcast yet. So then I still left it last minute because I had a wedding last night. So I went straight from the golf course to the wedding, and then straight up here, met the kids at the adventure park. And and now it's this morning, and I didn't have a lot planned. But the reason I brought up the coffee mug was because it is the 15th annual Jamie Booth Golf Classic Memorial Golf Tournament of the owner of the house here, as I said, Dan and Andrea, Dan's brother. It's his memorial golf tournament that they put on every year. I got to play in it last year, and it was fantastic. And it reminded me to talk about Love for Lilee because it's going so well. We have so many awesome new sponsors. The tournament's pretty much full. So sorry if you did not get in this year. But there's always next year. We might have to be moving to a bigger course. I love the guys at Shiam Mountain Golf Course where we're hosting it. But I don't know how much bigger we can get there. And it's just kind of started to fill up really fast. And I don't want to leave any of my family and friends out who really want to play. So we might have to move it to a bigger course next year. Who knows? But there's still room if you guys want to send any prizing, or if you just want to donate. The money goes to BC Children's Hospital, and trying to get to 20 grand this year. The first year we were just over 10. Last year we were just over 15. So this year we want to get just over 20, right? Makes it nice and clean. So there you go. It's getting hot up here. It's 9:50 in the morning, And these rooftop decks, they heat up pretty quick. I'm going to be ready to go for a dip in that lake pretty soon. And I know the kids are too. They woke up at 8 in the morning and put their bathing suits on. So we're ready to go swimming. Well, maybe hold on a couple hours at least. Mom and Dad need coffee. I need to do this podcast. I need it. And I was disappointed, you guys. Nobody got at me to be on my next Basic Bros or Basic Hose episode. So if you're listening and you want to be on the podcast, just send me a message and say, yeah, give me a call. And we do a little contest where I call a couple guys and a couple girls, and then we put it to the fans, and they vote on who gets to be on the show. So yeah, let me know, you guys. I had one song I wanted to play that brings back very fond memories for me. I'll get a little nostalgic here for you, and then we'll talk about my competitive slow pitch days with the bus driver. But check this tune out. You guys recognize that one? It's Old Thing Back, featuring Ja Rule and Ralph Tresvant. Matoma. That's who it's by. I don't really know the guy at all, but that was one of the tunes that was played over and over back in, terrible with my dates and years. I'm going to say 2014. Back then when we were heading to nationals as the bus drivers. They were in Calgary, I believe. And so, yeah, that was one of the road trip songs, and we would play it a lot before the games and after the games. The National Slow Pitch Championships. And we lost our first game, as we always seem to do. And then I think we won like 3 or 4 in a row of the round robin games. So we actually got into the playoffs with double life, which any slow pitch players out there will know. So even if you lose a game, you do have another chance. You can keep going. So we had double life. We took it all the way to the finals. It was a team from Ontario that we were playing, and I was a pitcher, but I did not start the first finals game, and we lost the first one. But because we had this double life, we got to play them again. So we just literally started another game against the same team, and I got the ball. I was on the mound. The game was in my hands, and we took it home. The last play was pretty intense too. We caught a guy rounding first. We caught him in a rundown, and he was this big fucker, like big, probably on some PEDs or something. And he rounded first. They tossed me the ball back. I was covering first, and he came at me pretty hard, I think trying to knock the ball out of my hand, but I slapped a tag down on him, and I guess I hit him in the head, and he went down like a sack of bricks. I think he was just pissed because he knows he just lost the championship for his team, but he laid on the ground forever acting like a little baby, and I knew I couldn't have done that much damage to him because he was way bigger than me. But that was it, the final out of the game. We won. We put this tune back on, and we just kept on partying, man. Doesn't it feel good? Such a good tune. And it's perfect for like this morning where I am right now. In Manila. The kind of villa. A little suggestive lyrics there for you, but I don't know. I really dig that tune. I guess it's just one of those things that brings back a really clear and a really good memory for me. And it's the great thing about music, hey? Like, it can be random songs, and as soon as you hear it, it brings you right back to like where you heard it. Maybe not heard it first, but where you listened to it the most, or when it attaches to a memory like that, like the national championships. And this like state of euphoria just comes over your body, and you're like, yeah, that song. Man, I'm just staring up, crystal blue sky. I'm in heaven right now. And I didn't even smoke any of that pot, I promise. But I just feel so good. I'm stoked to be up here with my family. We're gonna have such a great day, and I just took off my black tank top because I found out real quick that that was a bad choice. And yeah, I'm very thankful to be here with my family. It's a tough week for me, you guys, as this was the week when Lily went into hospice, and then she passed away September 6th. So I've been doing a bit of meditation, as I said. That really helped. Get out on the golf course yesterday with this awesome guy, my buddy Sean. Felt so good. Get out there and relax. Now I'm here with my family, and I know we can create some really great memories. So I'm kind of filling this week, not just distracting myself, but just filling it with positive things that I know Lily would have enjoyed and she would be happy to see us doing. And yeah, I wish more than anything she was here. But second best to that is us living a full life for her and just treating our kids like you know life's short. Got to show them a good time and do as much as you can with them. Especially Jamie was really upset that she thought summer had flown by, and it kind of has for us because we had baby Ledger, and so that takes up a lot of time of getting used to, and that was in June, and then so July flew by like nothing. Now we're at the end of August. No, we're already in September. It's September 1st already. So summer did fly by, but I know the kids had a great time. Jaden did some ball camps. Haven learned to ride her bike, so that's all she needed. And she just rode her bike every day and was loving it. She's so happy, and it's so awesome to see. I'm getting a little teary-eyed just thinking about it, just watching how proud she is of herself. And now her and her sister can go on bike rides. So then when they fight, we don't have to hear them because they're so far away on their bikes. And they figure it out, and then they come back and tell us all about it. Isn't that the way it goes? Even if they've figured it out and they're friends again, they come back, and then immediately they're fighting because they have to tell mom and dad about this fight. But anyway, I love them. It's going to be a really good day. And, I thought I heard someone come up the steps. I sent it out there to Andrea, and I said, hey, if you want to come crash the podcast, come on up here. Or if you have any friends around you that ever wanted to be on a podcast, send them up to the roof. I'd be happy to have them on, but I thought someone was coming, but not yet. We'll see if we get our first surprise guest in the next little while here. And, yeah, it'd be sweet. I mentioned the wedding I did yesterday, and it was beautiful. It was out at the Sandpiper Golf Resort there on the river. I played that course a lot. It's one of my favorite courses still of all time. Played it a lot in high school. I guess, again, the nostalgia thing, it brings me back. But so I did this wedding. I was doing the ceremony and the cocktail hour for a lovely couple, and it was my first same-sex marriage. So it was a couple young ladies. I would guess they were about 25 or so. Yeah, it was my first same-sex marriage, and it was beautiful. One of the favorite ones I've been a part of in recent memory, for sure. And you could just tell they were such nice people. Every time I talked to them, they came up to the lakeside in Cultus Lake here where I play Thursday nights, and they came and met me a few times. And they would always be so nice and say how much they loved my singing and ask for songs and be really shy about it and be like, but you don't have to. And I was like, I'm happy to do this for you guys. You don't have to worry about it. I just got such a good vibe off these two. And I mean, obviously, I have no issue with same-sex marriage. Maybe you think my stuttering there was something else, but it's more so that I didn't plan on talking about this, and I'm trying to wrap a few thoughts together because I was raised very Christian. We were raised in the Catholic Church, and then we kind of veered away from the Catholic Church. Even my mom did. We covered that a bit with my sister Carolyn, and so the Catholic Church, I believe, is still in a very strong stance against it, and to me, it's just that never made sense. There's a lot about that church that doesn't make sense to me, for sure. And I'm happy to say, as I've grown up and really begin to think about these things for myself and what my morals are, is I'm so happy for those girls, and I would be so happy for those guys if it was guys up there. And I'm so happy for any of my friends. I have a couple Not close friends, I guess more of acquaintances, but it's a beautiful thing, and love is love. A very wise woman once quoted that to me. Love is love. And if it's between two men or two women and that makes them happy, that's all that matters. And the biggest issue I have is everyone else sticking their fingers in it and saying it's wrong or saying it's negative and making these beautiful couples who are just trying to be happy together make them think twice or make them feel bad about themselves or just put them through shit that they don't need to deal with, that none of us should have to deal with, to do with our personal lives. Yeah, I guess in general, the world just needs to be fucking more understanding and leave people's personal lives to them if it's not hurting anyone else. And I know there's the stance that it can hurt kids in a family or whatever, but that's bullshit too. I don't think kids are turned gay by gay parents. I think that's the most ridiculous thing ever. And these kids are just going to be loved. And that's a lot more important than if it's a man or a woman or two men or two women. As long as they're loved, that's the only thing that should matter to anyone on the outside. But there's my little bit on that. My first same-sex marriage, and it was an awesome experience. Very happy, Courtney and Vanessa. Congratulations. The songs I played, maybe you're interested in that, as they were walking down the aisle. And I enjoyed playing this one. I'm going to keep doing it. It's a newer pop tune that I Like Me Better. I like me better when I'm with you. So I did that one as the bridal party was coming in. And then for the bride, I did Marry Me by Train, which is an epic wedding song. I've done it at quite a few. Signing of the Registry, they kind of left that one up to me. They said, just pick one. So I do All of Me by John Legend. I really like that one. And then I'm Yours by Jason Mraz as they all walked away. And then in about 10 minutes, in the muggy heat, I know it wasn't blaring sun at least, but it was really muggy. I had to tear my equipment down super quick and run it over to the cocktail hour location, get set up. That's always a bit of a headache, but happy to do it. It's part of the job. I just get all sweaty and out of breath and then try and sing a bunch more songs. So that was yesterday, like I said. And now I'm on vacation mode. No more gigs until Thursday night at the lakeside because we're here in Cultus Lake till tomorrow. And then I don't have my Tuesday gig anymore. And Wednesday, we get to go see fucking Dave Matthews. Right? Jaden just came up here as I said that, and she's like, what is going on? Oh, Ann Haven. Hey, guys. Yeah, we get to go see Dave Matthews on Wednesday night down in Ridgefield, the Clark County Amphitheater, I think it's called. Do you want to say hi?
Hi. Hi.
Where are we, you guys? Do you know?
We're at a house.
We're at Cultus Lake. Cultus Lake.
Yeah, anyway. There you go. What are you guys doing? You getting ready to finally going out on your bikes? I had to fix Jaden's chain this morning, and it was the greasiest chain ever. So make good use of it. Be safe. Do you guys have your helmets? Okay. Okay, we'll see you in a bit. All right. Well, be careful. Anyway, yes, we're going down to see Dave Matthews at the Clark County Amphitheater. He's at the Gorge right now for his Labor Day long weekend one, but we couldn't swing that one this weekend. Not with the new baby. So we're taking Ledger. He's going to come. We're going to sit on the lawn and get him his first Dave Matthews experience. So I'm pretty stoked on that. It's going to be a bit of a drive. We're getting a hotel down there, but it'll be a 5-hour drive down there, go to the concert, stay at the hotel, 5-hour drive back, and then I'll be at the Lakeside Beach Club for Thursday night. So no Jolly Miller. If any of my listeners come see me at the Jolly Miller, I know a couple of you do, Kelsey and Amber. A little shout out there for you. These girls are so sweet. They're twins, and they've been coming out all the time. They request great songs, and they just love sitting back and listening to music, which I think a lot more people need to do and really appreciate it. Not just my music. Listen to your favorite recorded tunes. Let it relax you a little bit. And anyway, so yeah, thanks for always coming out, girls. But no Jolly Miller on Wednesday. I will be listening to the sweet sounds of Dave Matthews. I'm hoping he plays... I've been into his new stuff. I like it. But the one I really love is called Rye Whiskey. It's a cover that he does. It's an old folk song, and he does such a cool job of it. Hope he does that one. and another cover tune he does, All Along the Watchtower. He's got to do that one. I think he does it at a lot of his shows. And if it's left out, then the Facebook pages go nuts. They're like, I can't believe he didn't play Watchtower. Of course, originally done by Bob Dylan. Then Jimi Hendrix did a killer remake of it, and the Dave Matthews one is just epic. If you listen to it, he does one with, I forget the guy's name, but he's the guitar player from the Allman Brothers, and it's one of my favorite live guitar solos I've ever heard. So check that one out if you can find it. Yeah, it's going to be a good vacation. Looking forward to some time. Get out on the road with Jamie. We struggle. To find time to just relax and talk and catch up because there's always kids around. You know, you don't want to talk about everything you're dealing with or going through with the kids around. So this will be nice. I don't think Ledger can really understand what we're saying yet, so it'll just be him in the car with us traveling down there, and we'll try and reconnect a bit. As like I said, kids are going back to school. It's a good time for the parents, I think, to just kind of reset. Like I said, talk to each other, let each other know how you've been feeling, what the summer was like for you, maybe. Because there's a lot of things I'm meaning to talk to Jamie about, but they're pretty significant things, and I don't want to just rush through them, or I don't want to, like I said, talk about them in front of the kids. So looking forward to that. Then got another couple weddings. One with the big shiny boys. We had a rehearsal at my new house. So yes, we're moving. We were rehearsing at the new place, and the owner's son lives in the carriage house, and he came over and was like, "What the fuck's going on?" Because he obviously had no idea there was going to be a band practicing there. So I think he was just a bit shocked and kind of asked us to keep it down. And I said, "Okay, we just need 1 more hour." It's probably never going to happen again. We really do not rehearse. So it was it was a rare thing, but it went well. Learned a couple new tunes, and I started dishing out. I was like, I want each of you guys to sing one song a night at least, so it's not all me, and it's good for them to get their performing chops up too, right? So Woody's going to play lead guitar and sing a killer's tune. Adam's the bass player, and he's going to sing Teenage Dirtbag by Wheatus. And Dylan, my boy back on the drums, is going to sing a little Eagles tune called Take It Easy. And I'm going to try and figure out some harmonies for him. So that'll be good. You guys, I'm going to wrap up. I don't want to waste too much more of my vacation time with the family doing this. Not that you guys aren't worth it, but yeah, I'm going to get out there, enjoy this lake, enjoy the sunshine like I hope you guys got to do this weekend. And if you want to be one of my next basic hoes or basic bros, send me a message. And I want to make a list, and we'll call you guys. And then the audience can vote who they think should be on the podcast for a full interview. Maybe another mukbang with Nicola. That was a good one. If you didn't see that, go check out the YouTube video. We did a mukbang with Chinese food. It was fantastic. So thanks, guys. Any sponsors out there, get at me. I tried to solidify Coors Light as a sponsor. They haven't returned my calls yet. I'm hoping it comes through soon. So if you want to beat them to the punch, then get at me quick, okay? Take it easy, you guys. And I hope the long weekend was as enjoyable for you as it was for my family. And let's just get these kids back to school.
It's the Andrew Christopher Show with Andrew Christopher, your host. It's the Andrew Christopher Show, but really we call it the AC Show. Yeah, we really call it the AC Show. Really call it the AC Show. AC Show.
It's the AC Show with AC, your host. Check it out.